Edomites Wickedness Behind the Scenes by Trey Knowles. Watch the world closely. Watch those who say that they are a Gentile nation. Watch those heathens. Do they match the image of God? Be an eyewitness, and tell all of your family and friends. The devil took Jesus to a high place and showed him all the kingdoms of the world. The devil said, "I will give you all these kingdoms and all their power and glory." The devil said, "If you worship me, it will all be yours." Jesus responded, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, 'Worship the Lord your God, and serve him only.'" How are you responding to the devil? Are you responding like Jesus? The European red man said yes to the devil and the devil's ways to have the world. The devil took the European red man to a high place and showed him all the kingdoms of the world. The devil said, "I will give you all these kingdoms and all their power and glory." The devil said, "If you worship me, it will all be yours." The European red man responded, "Yes, I will take it." Why do you follow the European red man and his ways? Those who call themselves Gentiles, the shadow of death is near you. If you do not repent, come out her way. If Sodom and Gomorrah had the advanced intellect of faith that you claim to have, it would not have been destroyed. Hebrews 13 verse 5 says, "Keep your life free from love of money and be content with what you have, for he has said, 'I will never leave you nor forsake you.'" Exodus 20 verse 17 says, "Do not covet," which is a commandment from God that prohibits having an unlawful desire for something that belongs to someone else. My Lord says in 1 John 2 verses 15 to 29, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him." Why are those Gentile nations trying to influence you to gain the world and love money? What those heathen Gentiles and stay away from their pagan rituals and holidays. Do not allow them to influence you. Why do they colonize? Why do they do the opposite of God's character? Their stomach has become fat from the things of the world. They have been wrestling with pigs for pigs' food. This greed does not come from God, but from the devil. Now watch Edomites Wickedness Behind the Scenes, those who call good evil and evil good. He deceives the whole world with his disobedient deeds. He causes havoc to all mankind to conquer the world.
This continent has suffered so much and continues to suffer because of imperialists. These imperialists have only one cliché in mind. Africa is the empire of slaves. This is how they see Africa. For them, Africans belong to them. Our lands belong to them. Our subsoil belongs to them. They have never been able to change the logic until today. This is deplorable. But how do they proceed? Unfortunately, it is since the 1960s that these 6,000 acres of independence have been given to Africa. They have just placed local valets at the head, according to them, of their sub-prefecture to be able to continue to feed them. These local valets, which we are going to call today the slaves of Salon, have other goals. They want to live like the master, to satisfy the master, and to do everything that the master dictates to them. They steal, they plunder our states, they bring everything to the master, and their wealth is kept with the master. They do everything to live like the master and always satisfy him. Do you know who these slaves of Salon are? Well, we are going to explain to you what they are. They are individuals who have no dignity, who have no morals, who have no personality. But the master slave has always known how to identify these individuals. They are always ready to betray their brother to satisfy the master. They have betrayed us since independence, and others continue to betray us to the benefit of their master. These individuals continue, against all odds, to help the master plunder Africa. They like to say it every year. In their economic polls, Burkina is the poorest country, Mali is the poorest country, Niger is the poorest country. We are ranked among the last. Very well, if we are as poor as they say. But when the time has come to take responsibility, we have asked this master to leave the place. Why don't they want to leave? When we take the case of Niger, for more than 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy at home. From Ottawa to Paris, the streets are illuminated. It is the light. But in Niger, it is the darkness that has served us. When you go to our states, our soils are full of precious metals, such as gold. But often there is not even the slightest road accessible to reach the areas where they exploit gold, even less certain basic social services. This is why we have decided to revolt and take the fate of our countries into our own hands. There are many other examples, but when we decided so, we were approached by some saloon slaves to pass on the message of their master. Because they had created this kind of polymer chain that rises to the heads of our states to serve them. And we came to break the chain. And it is inconceivable for them. They approached us and asked us to enter the ranks to make the elite leave that must lead Africa. Because they have an elite formed and formatted that must follow, that is embedded in this chain. We refused to enter their ranks. And then the hostilities began. They have sent several mercenaries and trainers to our area. The agents have descended into the Sahel to carry out barbaric, cowardly attacks against our people, hoping to revolt them. In addition to these attacks on the ground, the attacks on communication, manipulation, and disinformation are full in their ranks. But the people of the Sahel have understood, and we will never be able to be manipulated again. They know where they come from, they know what they are doing, and they know where they are going. We will no longer allow this. People are awake, and people are fighting today, not for ourselves, but for future generations. And thank you all for the fight that is being fought. This will never make us cry. We will not tremble. We will fight. We will fight for real independence, for our freedom. Because to scare the people of the Sahel, these individuals have only 3 terms in their mouths: democracy, freedom, human rights. Of course, their local values are only elected in a democratic, free and transparent process according to their values. What is more normal, that we want to impose this on ourselves, because it is they who dictate the rules. Very well, we have decided to take responsibility. Do you know why on June 26, 2023, when Niger decided to turn the page, the slaves of Salon and their masters got on the big horses? They put their local values forward and decided to wage a war against the Nigerian people. So we said, anyone who dares to take up arms against Niger will face us. Because we will wage a merciless war until the last drop of blood for anyone who dares to attack our states. This word, this decision we made yesterday, is current today and will be current tomorrow and forever.